everyone, welcome to the Youth Corner of It's Every Day. My name is Stella.
And my name is Sharon. Together we're going to be answering 7 burning questions that youth ask in the church. Now let's get right into this.
Of course, yes, there's a right way to dress to church because just as companies and organizations have their code of conduct guiding them on how to dress in the place of work, what to do and what not, it's also applicable to the church. You're going to the presence of God, so it's expected you wear clothes that will indicate a level of respect to God, whom you're going to serve, to yourself and to others as well.
Yeah, I feel like your clothing to church should be fitting and consistent with your character as a child of God. So yes, there is a right way to dress to church. Well, to answer this question sincerely, I'm going to say yes. And it shouldn't really be the case, but I feel like fashion these days bring unnecessary competition among youth in the church. You find someone who doesn't go to church, and then the reason why that person didn't go to church is because they don't have what to wear to church. People are going to church and they feel the need to dress, with the intention of getting the best dress in church, as though you were a movie night award or something. So I feel all those kind of characters, it now makes fashion look like a competition in church.
But seriously, it's not even about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. I feel the best solution to this is to work on your self-esteem and your confidence level, because if you're able to tackle this problem from this angle, your decisions will not be influenced by what other people are doing, be it their pattern of behavior, their way of life, or their attitude, you get. So I think the best way to tackle it is from these 2 angles.
Yeah, so basically what you're just saying is be confident in yourself and don't let what someone else does influence your decision. Well, yes, being a member of a society in church helps you become a better Christian. I feel like there is a limit to what you can learn on Sundays.
Yeah.
So definitely being a member of a society, a smaller group in church, it helps you to be more committed. It helps you to grow spiritually. It helps you to communicate better, learn better from the members of the society that you belong in. Because in church on Sundays you can't ask questions, but in this smaller society there's room for you to ask questions, there's room for you to learn. You can also learn through the life of other members than your society. So I believe that being a member of society in church makes you a better and committed Christian.
Wrong, like very, very wrong. Like I've had discussions with my colleague and my friends concerning this sex before marriage thing, and there's a conversation I was having with my colleague, and then one of them said that although that this is her 5th relationship, that she feels like sex increases the bond in the relationship. And I was like, okay, this is your 5th relationship. Your first relationship you had sex, the second one you had sex, the third, the fourth, the 5th. So when you had sex in the first relationship, why was it not enough to make the relationship last a lifetime? Like, why did you break up after all? And now you're in your 5th relationship. And then she was quiet, she couldn't say anything. And then the other person said that for her, though she has been in she has had several abortions, that she feels like sex is good in the relationship. And I was like, since sex is good in the relationship, so why terminate the baby? You should also feel good too to see your own flesh and blood. Like, if the process is good, the result should also feel good to you. Like, I feel any relationship you want to venture into and you tell the guy that I don't want sex in this relationship, and he agrees and still shows you love in the relationship, sincerely that guy loves you. And the earlier we start seeing that sex is not love, the better things will get for us. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, Stella. Sex is not love. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think there's any scriptural reference that points to the fact that putting on makeup in the church is wrong. I think people kind of feel like makeup started in this generation. Makeup didn't start today. Makeup has been since the time of Jesus. It's just that they were not calling it and the rest of them. So makeup generally is anything you apply to your face, to your skin, to enhance your beauty. So makeup should not be a problem because I don't see it affecting your relationship with God. I just feel like as youth we should be careful not to get carried away, so that in trying to enhance your beauty you don't lose your true selves. But as to whether to wear makeup to church, I don't see a problem with this. And no, it's not a sin. It's not wrong.
You're going to see a king. Obviously, you want to dress in a manner befitting to see a king. So, why would you want to wear makeup? At least boost your appearance.
We're better to fall in love, if not in the house of God.
But don't forget that there are societies that kick against dating amongst themselves in the church, like in their society.
Really?
Yeah.
What would be the reason for that? I feel like saying that youths should not date themselves into church is just encouraging the culture of pretense.
Yeah.
Because generally, a man is going to be attracted to a woman. So long as they are, above the age or within the age for dating, I don't think it should be kicked against. Because even in a class, then when you see a guy liking a girl, they don't even need to tell you. You just know that this guy likes this girl. There are certain things that you don't hide. You understand? So if you're saying they should not date in the church, it means they should date outside. Because a man is definitely going to like a woman, or a guy is definitely going to like a girl. So what should just be encouraged, or what should be taught, is godly dating. So people know the limits. So people know that a relationship can be there and a relationship can be godly. So they don't go about doing the wrong things in a relationship. But I don't think relationships should generally be kicked against, because it really cannot. You're just encouraging them to pretend and to tell lies in the church.
The Bible said, pray without ceasing. The Bible also said, there is time for everything. In as much as we want to serve God, I think time should be apportioned to different things at different times. That's my view.
This thing just reminded me of when I was in school. There was this girl in our block. So when it's time for exams, usually we'll sleep in the evenings to wake up in the night to read. I don't know if they did it in your school.
Nice class.
Yeah, so when everybody now wakes up to read in the night, she also will wake up. But instead of reading, she will carry her exam timetable, her biro, her writing materials, and then she'll start praying. You hear her saying, Father, show them that I serve a living God. Prove to them that I serve a living God. And then when she's done with that, she will now clamp her bed and go and sleep.
Wow.
So the time she ought to use to read, she's using it to pray.
Wow.
My sister, when the result came out,
shocked her. I can imagine.
So please, there is time for everything, really. Just learn how to apportion your time. It's good to serve God all the time, but we should learn to manage our times and use them for different things at different times.
Sure. Yes, we've come to the end of this episode on 7 burning questions that youth ask in the church.
Sadly, we have to come to an end. But then, if you have any more questions for us, feel free to leave it in the comment section. If you do not agree with any question that we've answered, you can feel free to also leave your own view in the comment section. We'd like to read from you. So till we see again, it's bye.